Hello, I'm Aaron Marino from Alpha M Image Consulting. So I've been getting a lot of emails and requests for a video about body hair removal. The different options, we've talked about manscaping and how to sort of control the hair down there, but I thought it would be a good idea to discuss the different options that there are for men as far as removing body hair. Some are more permanent than others, but they both have, or all of them have, the pros and cons. So today we're going to talk about removing unwanted body hair. So we've all been at the beach or seen a guy running around with their shirt off, and it's like they're wearing a sweater. They've got hair on their shoulders, their back, their chest, their stomach, everywhere. There is hair coming out of every follicle on their body. It's like they're wearing a sweater. It's like, hey, Chewbacca, what's happening? Anyway, that may be you. And if it is, it's a little alarming and disconcerting to take your shirt off in a public place. There's a lot of people that struggle with excess body hair. Typically, body hair is associated with testosterone. So the higher your testosterone level, the more body hair you have. Lucky for me, I don't think I have a lot of testosterone because I don't have a lot of body hair. I do have some that I shave and it's easily maintained. But for a lot of guys, shaving is just not an option. And the back, how are you going to shave your own back? Either you've got a really sweet wife, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever it is, that's going to shave your back on a regular basis, but a lot of you don't want to ask them. And I understand that completely. So let's talk about the really 3 options that you have as a guy to get rid of unwanted body hair. Option 1, waxing. You can go into a place that offers body waxing and have your back wax, your shoulders wax, your chest wax, your stomach wax. There's actually a big surge in guys getting bikini waxing. That's not me because, good God, I think it would hurt. It's like, I'd like a Brazilian, please. Oh yeah? Bend over and grab your knees because, woo, here it comes. Anyway, waxing. You can go and get your back waxed. Does it hurt? Yeah, it does hurt, but it's just for a second. It's momentary. It stings. It's relatively fast. It's also relatively inexpensive. How long does it last? It lasts a few weeks. Depending on the amount of hair you have and how fast your hair grows, that's really going to determine how long you have to go in between waxings. But it is an option. Option number 2, electrolysis. Now, electrolysis is really useful when dealing with facial hair. Your eyebrows. If you want to get rid of that hair in between your eyebrows permanently, you never want it to grow back, electrolysis is probably a good idea. Electrolysis works best when you're dealing with a small area. When you're dealing with something like your back, it's really time consuming. What happens is the electrician or whoever performs the electrolysis, they actually go in and with each individual hair follicle and pore, they insert a small needle and electrocute it, basically damaging that hair follicle. They do it once, it's going to grow back, but it's going to grow back a little bit thinner. So you've got to go back for multiple treatments to ultimately get that hair never to grow back again. It also is going to be a little bit more expensive than, say, waxing, or plucking, because that's free if you do it yourself, but it is an option. If you ultimately are just sick and tired and you want to invest the time and the money in going back for multiple treatments, that's great. But body hair, it's very, very time consuming because you've got a lot of space and you've got to take care of that, and individually electrocuting those individual follicles takes a lot of time. Typical session lasts about 30 minutes. What does it feel like? It feels like a bee stinging you. So if you're good with that and you have a high tolerance for pain, it might be an option. The third option, laser hair removal, which has become really popular lately. It has its pros, it also has its cons. The deal is with laser hair removal, you have to have light skin and you also have to have dark hair. So if you have light skin and blonde hair, it doesn't work because what happens is that laser goes after dark pigment. And so if you've got dark skin, dark hair, it sort of gets a little bit confused and you can ultimately end up hurting yourself and it doesn't work. So you've got to have light skin and dark hair. For those of you who do, it is an option. It basically takes a section at a time and zaps it. Okay? Electrocuting it, the laser, it damages the hair follicles also. But it does it in bulk as opposed to the electrolysis that does it, individually, hair by hair by hair. Now, the downside to this is that, you go in for one treatment, it's going to thin it, but it's not going to totally remove it. you've got to go back for multiple treatments. Now, if you're talking about your back and you've got a lot of hair and you're very hairy, it's probably going to take you about 8 treatments. And the other downside, the treatments range between $200 to $600 per treatment. Now, I'm sure that you can find deals, but I mean, do the math. 8 times, even if it's $200, is about $1,600. But is it an investment that you may want to invest in if you've got a lot of hair and you're just tired of getting it waxed or dealing with it? Yeah, it's something you might want to consider. It does not feel, good from what I understand. It does hurt a little bit, but we're guys, we're tough, come on, we can handle it. But it is expensive and you do have to go back for multiple treatments. So they will eventually pretty much die out and you won't have to deal with hair, but from what I understand, you will get sporadic hair growth even after you've had 6, 7, 8 treatments. And, it's kind of a bitch, but, shaving, 18 hairs versus 6,000 hairs, probably a lot better. You can just pull them out. Now, unfortunately, some of us have the body hair of a silverback gorilla. So how you choose to deal with that, if you choose to deal with that, is your prerogative. Some of the treatments are more permanent. Some of them are not. Some of them are more expensive. Some of them are cheaper. The cheapest option, if you want to manage it or deal with it on a weekly basis, you can go to a convenience store, not a convenience store, what am I talking about? You can buy lighters and beer there. You can go to a pharmacy and they actually sell this product called a grooming tool. It's basically a electric trimmer or razor with a long arm. And you extend the arm and you can reach your back. So you don't have to ask one of your buddies to do it for you, because let me tell you, that could cause a few rifts in your friendship if you guys are hanging out watching the game, drinking some beer, and you're like, "Hey, Brian, I got a question for you." And he's like, "What's that?" I got you. I need you to do me a solid. Oh yeah? Sure, anything. Hey, why don't I run upstairs and take my shirt off and you follow me and shave my back? It doesn't go over well. Trust me. I've had someone do it to me. Actually, I did it because it's my job, but that's beside the point. You can handle it yourself. Now, what degree you go to in order to remove it is really up to you. Some are cheaper, some are more expensive, some are more permanent than others. When dealing with body hair, on your face, I would probably dissuade you from trying to go with the laser hair removal, especially up near the eyes. There are instances where that laser zaps hair that you don't want actually removed, and it can actually damage your vision. So you may want to opt for electrolysis or waxing, or just straight on plucking if you want to remove like eyebrow hair or something like that. But anyway, this is my little video on body hair removal. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it helped. If it didn't, you probably don't have to worry about the body hair anyway. But send your questions on, and I hope to talk to you real soon. Thanks for watching. I'm Aaron Marino from Alpha M Consulting. Bye.